everyone! Hello. How are you all doing? Happy Wednesday! Well, I can finally say like Happy Wednesday and Happy Friday and shit like that. And you know, I actually did like do a full day of work that day, so therefore I'm actually qualified to be like, look at that, guys, we're halfway through the week. Hello everyone, I hope you're having a lovely day so far. Thank you so much for 37 months, a big hell yeah to you for living the dream. Thank you. I'm truly Tomodachi life, living the dream. It's so hot today. It's not too bad for me. Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's been like warm but not hot. I hope you're doing okay, Alex, so far. It's been another heat wave in Europe. Okay. Let me just say hello to everyone. Hello Lane, hello Alexify, hello Alex, hello Lemmy, hello Phoenix, hello Mr. E. How are you guys? How are you guys doing? Office water cooler confirmed. So what's the water cooler talk? There, guys, there's no water cooler because the office is actually too fancy. It's too fancy. There's too many like facilities there, but a way cooler than the water cooler. It's too fancy for a water cooler. There's like taps there with like sparkling water coming out of them. It's fucked up in there. It's so fucked up, guys. Oh. Am I right? Trying to get chores/cleaning done before I go back to work? Nice. I hope you get everything done. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some chores on the weekend as well. I've been too lazy to do stuff coming back home. We got those two in the canteen. I've never seen a sparkling water tap before. I was like, oh. That's so crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna throw confetti for myself. Yay! New job! First 3 days at the new job. Survived. Yay! Hello, Raspberry. I'm back on the editing grind. Nice. I have no money, so the editing is not for me. It's messed up because everybody else is gonna get paid like basically this week, but I'm not getting paid until end of August because I just started. Everybody's gonna get paid but me and like the 5-hour people that started on the same day as me. I asked my supervisor, like, there's no shot I'm gonna get paid for this week, right? And he was like, no. Got my paycheck today. Happy for you. I'm literally waiting on the deposit bag for my London flat, and then I'll have money. But until then, I'm like, did you have to sit for a bunch of HR briefs? The HR briefs, they're fucking funny, man. The HR briefs were fucking funny, man. It was so good. Hello, friends! Hopefully first day at new job treated well. Yeah, it was really good. Everything was really good. I'm just gonna start. It's ice soup till Friday. It is ice soup till Friday. Are you at an apartment or a house now? I'm in an apartment. Yeah, I'm in an apartment. Yeah, I can't afford a house. I don't have that. I'm still a junior, Raspberry. Maybe I got a nice fancy job, but I'm still a junior. I am not a house owner. Hello, Zifan. Congrats again on your job. I see you're also becoming acquainted with the HR. Dude, the HR guy is actually really nice. He's been very patient with the fact that I don't understand how offices work. Like, there was like a ton of, first of all, this shit like emails and Microsoft Teams and HR portals and documents and paperwork submission and all of that stuff. I was like, damn, bro, I don't know how any of this works. I never had to like go check my emails and stuff. Well, I know that's true. I check my emails for my art, I guess, but not like on this level, I guess. And like, damn, bro, there's like 10 new emails every day. Most of them are just like sent to like everybody in the department though, you know what I mean? But still, onboarding sucks. Yeah, it's been a lot, but I think I actually finally finished everything. But the HR guy has been basically like chasing me down. He like came to my desk and he was like, show me what you still have to do. No, but everybody's really nice. Everybody's super nice. I don't know. I didn't know like what to expect. You got a desk? I do. I have a desk and I have my own computer and 2 monitors, which I'm actually really not used to. My supervisor, who's been like training me, literally has just been like he will like open something and then pull it to the other monitor, and every time I'm like, whoa. I keep forgetting you could do that. I keep forgetting you could actually do that. Do you have a laptop or a desktop? I have a desktop. Yeah, I mean, we need really strong computers because it's game dev, right? Can go back after 2 monitor life. I'm like still really not used to. They're both pretty big monitors too. I'm genuinely so confused. I'm like, nobody needs this much. Like, it's all super fancy and crazy. It's actually all extremely fancy. But yeah, everything is good. People are all very nice. My team is actually super nice. So the lighting team has actually been extremely nice. They let you decorate your desk. Yeah, everybody has a lot of decorations on their desk, but I haven't decided yet what I want to do for mine. I'm between fully duck themed desk or fully Rin Penrose themed desk. I haven't like decided yet. I'm like I haven't really. I only had my little Lara doll, which if you guys have seen it maybe on my Blue Sky on my Instagram story, I got this really cute Lara plushie now that my friend made for me. So I've just had her sitting on my desk. Both is too chaotic. It's gonna look like my room already. The Lara doll is so cute. I know, right? My friend made it. My friend literally made it themselves. I was so shocked because first they gave it to me and I thought maybe they got it like commissioned or something. When they showed me progress pictures of them making it, and I was like, holy shit, they embroidered it and everything. I was like so shocked. It was a very thoughtful gift. So I'm just gonna be oshikatsuing her. I'm gonna be officially oshikatsuing myself, just like taking photos of her. I'm not allowed to take any photos inside the office at all. There's like one area where we're allowed to take photos, but nowhere else. So I don't know, but I can't oshikatsu her at the office, but she's still there. She's still there hanging out. I just can't take any photos of her inside the office. My friend was like, oh my god, send pictures, and I was like, can't do that. They covered that. They covered that on the first no desk reveal. Absolutely no desk reveal because they're like absolutely no photos in the desk areas because sometimes like our people's desktops and stuff like that end up in the background and shit gets leaked. They had to sign a bunch of NDAs. Yeah, so basically maybe like 20 minutes of the onboarding like presentation was the HR guy going, please, 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 please don't leak the game. Please don't leak the game. Please don't leak the game. Do not leak the game. Please don't leak the game. Please don't leak the game. Please don't leak it. I was just sitting there like, okay. He was like, do not talk to anyone about the game. Do not. He was like, people in town are aware that what we are doing and what we're making. Do not talk to people in pubs about it. It will end up on Reddit. If you post on your LinkedIn that you're working here now, people will start messaging you, trying to get information out of you. Do not talk to anybody. I was like, oh my god. That is so fucking funny. HR is spreading paranoia. They are not. I'm gonna be so for real with you. I severely underestimated how much people actually care about the game that I am working on now. So I am literally like, there's no shot I'm telling like anybody who I don't like personally know what I'm working on, because I was sitting there like, oh my goodness, I had no idea it was this serious. Apparently people really care about this game and new information about it and stuff like that, so I was like, oh shit. How many DMs have you got asking about the game? Well, I haven't posted anywhere, but I'm working there. Like, I'm not crazy, man. I'm just saying game studio, like that's it. I'm not going into like any further details. That's also like was one of the just kind of froze for a second there. That was weird. I'm also that was like one of the reasons why I didn't want to share where I was moving specifically as well. Just, you know, I don't really want to like, it's not even that, I don't know, it's just like it's partially privacy, but it's also partially just like I don't want to accidentally like share something that I'm not supposed to. And I think like it's probably the best case scenario if I just like don't talk about it in detail. So my like main point is like, I guess don't try to find out where I work. Like, I tell people are just like made peace with the fact that they will never know. I am making peace with the fact that I can't brag about it. So people will have to make peace with the fact that they will never know. It's literally just that. The less you give up, the less people will try and bug you. Yeah, I think so too. And yeah, I don't know, it's a very cool studio. I am very excited to be working there. The studio itself is like really awesome. It's like all decorated on the inside like the game. It actually looks like you're inside the game. It's like super fancy and super cool, so yeah, it's like, it's literally awesome, man. I've been just walking around it and being like, I can't believe I work here. Like, there's so many crazy things at the studio. So like the whole time I was just walking around like, I can't believe I work here. I can't believe I work here. I can't believe this is my job. I've just been walking around like, whoa, 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 and everybody, and my team has been just like laughing at me because because I'm like, whoa, at everything. I'm like, whoa, we got sparkling water taps. Yeah, there's like so much free food there, bruh. There's so much fucking free food there. I think they low-key got me. Because I have been showing up like half an hour, 40 minutes early to work just so that I can eat breakfast there for free. That is fucking funny. I'm like, they got me waking up like earlier than I have to for work, just so that I'm like, time to have my food, time to have my free pastries. That's how they get you. I don't care, man. I never have to spend money on breakfast again. Like, I actually don't give a fuck. Like, it's gonna save me so much money. Like, there's so much food there, bro. I'm actually gonna save so much money there. You don't get paid for a month. Getting free breakfast is important. That is true. Yeah, hopefully my deposit arrives back soon. My landlord better not give me my deposit back. If he comes up with any bullshit like, oh, the apartment looks like shit, I'm gonna be like, the apartment always look like shit, bro. I got pictures. Shut up. He's gonna be like, I don't want to give you your deposit back. I'm gonna be like, no. I'm gonna personally come to his house and take my deposit from this man. Lyra has so birds right now. I really do. Yeah, and my team are super nice. I actually think I got one of like the luckier positions for sure, because all the lighting artists, because it's quite a small team, and yeah, they're all like super close, and they immediately started like including me and stuff. And yeah, the supervisor is like super nice. Like, he basically on my first day, he was like, did you bring lunch? And I actually didn't bring lunch because I had like Hyper Japan the weekend before, and I just had like no food at home because I just got back Sunday night. And I was like, oh no, I didn't bring lunch today. And he was like, okay, we will come with you so that you can buy lunch outside. And I was like, you don't have to do that. And then he was like, he got all the other lighting artists, and he was like, guys, we're going with Lara so that she can buy her lunch. And I was like, okay. And then they took me to the store. And I got like a sandwich. Yeah, and we all had lunch together, and then they also all have coffee together like twice a day. The supervisor guy just randomly gets up and he goes, coffee guys? And then they all get up and they all go and have coffee together, and I was like, what the fuck, man? These people are just hanging out the whole day. But yeah, they're all like super friendly and super nice. Like, I literally already immediately feel you know, not awkward at all. Like, I'm part of it, which made me like really happy. They were super duper nice and inclusive to me. Yeah, and I actually haven't met everybody yet because a couple people are on vacation at the moment. So there's gonna be more people later on. But everybody I've met so far are very nice. Yeah, and he also took me like all around, because basically we're part of the like environment team pretty much. Since the environment artists, you know, we work closely with them. So he basically took me around like the entire environment art department and just like made me shake hands with everyone. He like introduced me to every single person in the department. I don't remember a single name, but I was just like shaking everybody's hand like, nice to meet you, nice to meet you, nice to meet you. Now, to find the most vulnerable, likely the Last of Us fans to come play the board game with you. So true, bestie. You're like actually onto something. Glad to hear that you're enjoying your first week so far. Honestly, really happy for you. Also, this is the best time for you to use your innocence and go up to the CEO and say, hi bro, what's up? Maybe I should, man. Honestly, maybe I should. Apparently the CEO is like super hands-on with the game though, and he like comes up and looks at people's work all the time, which is a bit scary, not gonna lie. But yeah, I've been trying not to talk about... I've only spoken about The Last of Us to one person so far, guys. I hope you're proud of me. This is going to be more. Lighting artist coffee color. Literally, I cannot have all that coffee, man. I have a latte in the morning, but then I have tea. Like the second time they all go for coffee, but they all actually have coffee. So I'm like, damn, these people. That must have took a real restraint. I know, right? At some point they were like, so what kind of games do you play? And I was like, oh, you know, I play a lot of games. I'm a games person. We all love video games here. I play all kinds of games. Yeah. Video games and whatnot. She's gonna be the office for Last of Us girl. Maybe the first thing I should bring to my desk is the Last of Us clicker rubber duck. Maybe that's gonna be a good conversation starter. For the beginning. Oh, so that's where you're putting the shadow? Okay, I wouldn't have put it there, but okay. That's lucky how it's been during my training. My training so far has been hilarious because because you know, most AAA studios have their own engines. So I'm basically just being trained on the engine right now. And it's basically just been them constantly telling me that like they don't do certain things the way I'm used to doing them. And they're like, yeah, we don't do that here. Oh, this thing you just did, we don't do that here. Nope, don't do that. Nope, you know this thing a real engine has? We don't have that. Yep, yeah, it's like that in a real engine, but it's not like this here. And I'm like, okay. Mind you, all of Monday was just me installing the engine on my computer, which was also really funny. It took like literally all day. Perhaps that's the best place to put your Lara cat out, on your desk. Dude, imagine if I showed up to work after the expo of the fucking Lara cardboard standee. That would be aura. Perhaps negative aura, but aura nonetheless. Speaking of the expo, let's get some art done. Otherwise, we're never gonna sell anything if we don't make the merch, guys. We are drawing Iron Mouse today. You're gonna have to learn a new engine. Already doing it, buddy. Already doing it. I mean, I knew that. Like, I was aware. It's not a secret that the company has their own engine, so when I was applying for it, like, I was already aware of it. But yeah, it's not too bad. And I think as far as learning goes, I probably have like one of the easiest jobs. Like, it could have been so much worse. I could have been a programmer or something like that. I think it actually might suck to learn a new engine if you're like an actual, like, you know, like coder or something like that. But for lighting, I just gotta learn what all the light settings do and like how they optimize stuff specifically for that game. The Lara stand is gonna be the next CEO. There has been this like one person who I don't know who they are, but they got their own office because we are all kind of sitting around like this big sort of space. But then I saw this one person who's kind of close to me who's got their own kind of like office of glass walls. And I asked the girl working with me like, hey, who's this person in that office? And she was like, I don't know. Nobody knows. And I was like, what do you mean nobody knows? And I asked the senior lighting artist, you know who the guy in that office is? And he's like, no, nobody knows who that guy is. And I still can't tell if they're like gaslighting me. I don't know if it's some kind of like, you know, workplace hazing. And he's actually like a really important person. But I was like, who is this guy? And they're like, we have no idea. And I was like, okay, fair enough. But programming, you have to learn a bunch of coding language. This seems awful. I feel like it's probably like, you know, there's just so much stuff. Because like for lighting stuff, you know, it's already all been built for me. I just gotta learn what buttons do what. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, a bunch of people were starting at the same day as me. So, you know, it was like a multiple people starting, but nobody else was like in lighting like me. I was like the only lighting artist. There was one person who actually went to the same university as me at the same time. Like we graduated the same year, but we were like on different courses. But I thought that was kind of crazy. We were like, damn, we were really like going to uni at the same time. And it was also like their first job. So I was like, yep, that sounds about right. That sounds like a NEPA hire? Nah, he's probably like really important. We just don't know who he is. He's probably like the most important person in that studio. Just you wait. Just you wait. You will. You never know. Did I say hi to Quadruple? Hi Quadruple. How are you doing? You're asking too many questions. You are right, I am asking too many questions. Who the fuck am I to be like, who's that guy? You know what? You're low-key right. Like, who am I to be asking who that guy is and why he's got his own office? I actually, maybe I should like get into that corporate mindset and be like, I'm a nobody. I don't ask questions here. I just do my job and get paid. Yeah, I also was extremely surprised because it's like, I don't know guys, it's like one of those progressive workplaces, so I was kind of in shock about that because I also, you know, I've basically never been in that kind of environment. And they basically let you come and go whenever you want. Like, you can just do your own hours. You can make your hours whatever you want as long as you still do like the 40 hours a week. But you can technically like distribute them however you want. So like sometimes my supervisor will just get up and I'm like, where? He's like, I'll see you guys in an hour. And I'm like, where are you going? And he's like, I'm going to the gym. And I just turned to the girl sitting next to me and I'm like, he can do that? And she's like, yeah, you can do that too if you wanted to. And I was like, no, I don't want to go to the gym. Hi, Gerardo! How are you doing? Yeah, I'm basically like, people just I kept walking past this guy and he's like, always playing Slay the Spire too, and I'm like, damn, people on here are just like chilling. Not all the time, I mean obviously people are working, but it was kind of interesting to me. It looks like you're just kind of like, basically we were told like, we trust, like, you're adults, we trust you, you know, as long as you do your work, like no one's gonna like micromanage like how many hours you put in and stuff like that. Like, we trust that you will put in the hours. And you know, there's obviously like checkups and stuff like that, so you know, it would be really hard to not do any work in like on like a project of this scale, I think. But it was just kind of interesting to me that people are just like, yeah, I'm going to the gym now. Or like, I literally like went for a walk today with the guy from my team because he was like, do you want to go for a walk? And I was like, what the hell, sure. And we just like went for a walk. It was actually like real. I'm not used to this. I keep feeling like I'm a baby. I keep like asking dumb questions. On the Monday, I actually stayed at work until really late because I wasn't sure when it's like ethical for me to leave. And at some point, I think I was like overstaying my welcome. And at some point, my supervisor was like, by the way, when are you going home? He was like, when are you leaving? And I looked at him nervously and I was like, now? And he was like, yeah, go. I'm so embarrassed, man. I'm so embarrassed. What are you still doing? I was actually like, I wanna know, man. I don't know. It's so funny because I didn't even have any work to do. It was like my first day. I was just waiting for the engine to download. Like, I literally had nothing to do. But I was just like sitting there and he was like, when are you going? Dude, the Doomer office workers got too much into my head, okay? I don't understand how real workplaces work, okay? And then on Tuesday, because I learned about the train schedule, I learned about like the train to my house leaves twice an hour. So, you know, I kind of get a plan around that for leaving work. So yeah, I literally told my supervisor like, hey, can I leave at 4:55 so that I could like catch the train? And he looked at me like I was crazy. He was like, yeah? Stop! I'm so embarrassed, bro. They're like, yeah, you can go whenever you want. Like, I think they think it's especially funny that I'm asking these questions because I deadass don't have any like real work yet. Like, I'm literally just gonna be trained for the next month. So they're like, why is she pretending like she's got work to do? Man. It's been really fun so far. I know it's not always gonna be fun, but it's been fun so far. It's so chill. No, it is, like, I've never even heard of stuff like that. It's like one of those, like, you know, like Google, people always talk about the Google offices and how it's like crazy in there and how nobody like actually does any work. Like, I was like, oh my god, I'm at one of those like Google offices, I think. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I will just try and leave a little earlier on days I gotta stream. I didn't leave that early today because I wanted to like finish a task. Yeah, unfortunately with the train schedules, I can really only leave like at certain times because otherwise I'd just be at the train station for no reason. And that was a thingy, but apparently it is. I don't know how common it is, but apparently it is. But yeah, I've been having a good time. I'm very happy. I'm a happy girl. I'm literally like, damn, I can finally like start living a life, I think. I can literally finally start living a life for the first time. And yeah, it's nowhere near as scary as I thought it was gonna be. I think it is definitely, just partially thanks to the fact that my team is so lovely, and just because, you know, the overall, like, work environment is, like, extremely kind of relaxed. I am a little bit worried, though, because I'm like, how the fuck am I ever supposed to work somewhere else now? I was literally like telling that to people and I'm like, are all game studios like this? And they were like, no. And I was like, yeah, I figured as much. And then I was just like, is it possible to work another job after this and enjoy it? And they were like, nope, it will literally never be the same once you worked here. And I'm like, fuck. This should never be like anyone's first real job, bruh. Like, you can't just like throw me into that. I mean, I guess I have been basically like living in the back rooms my whole life. So maybe I do deserve to finally walk out and, you know, walk around like an actually good work environment. Maybe I've earned it. Maybe God really said, you know what, I think you've been through enough. But it's just been so funny, man. I don't know. It's just been really crazy. You had an evil landlord, so it evens out. It's so true. You're stuck here forever now? I sure fucking hope so, man. I should ever be so lucky to be stuck there forever. Like... Oh, man. In other news, I had a convention this weekend. I was at Hyper Japan London this weekend, which is a very stupid decision of me. Because I literally was starting the job, like, on Monday morning, and I somehow decided that it was a good idea to go to London and do a convention. And the convention also, like, low-key sucked. I am actually very, very sad that Hyper Japan was not as good as last year, because last year's Hyper Japan was incredible, and you guys have probably heard me say this, like, I was super excited to do Hyper Japan again. It was like my favorite convention that I did last year. I was literally like, oh, I can't wait for Hyper Japan, I'm so excited for Hyper Japan, but it unfortunately just, like, I don't know, man, it looks like they got really cocky from last year because the organizers also felt that it went really well last year, and so they decided to get greedy, and the tickets for Saturday were like 40 something pounds, which I think is a little bit insane. Especially because it's not even like that big of a convention. Like, it's fairly big, but it's not as big as like the Comic-Con, for example. And guess what? Nobody came on Saturday, even though Saturdays are always the most popular days. My best selling day was literally fucking Friday. which is unheard of. Normally Fridays are like maybe, I don't know, like a tiny fraction of what I will make that weekend, and then Saturday, like it's normally, I would say it would probably be like 20% on Friday, then like 40% Saturday, you know, and then like the rest would be Sunday. Sundays are kind of different. Sundays are ever like basically a second Saturday, or they're kind of like a slightly better Friday. It just kind of depends. But yeah, either way, I was really excited for Hyper Japan. I mean, I feel kind of bad because I did make a decent amount of money. I don't forget that, because at the end of the day, I like, you know, I looked at all of my earnings and I was like, wait, I actually did like pretty good. But last year it was better. And also, I don't know how to explain it, but like it did not feel like I was actually making that many sales. And I think we truly are in a fucking recession, man, because everybody was just buying stickers. Like normally I sell a shit ton of keychains, but everybody was just buying stickers, which is my cheapest item, right? It's like £2 for a sticker or something like that, you know? Like people were just like buying stickers, so I guess I just sold like a shit ton of stickers or something. But it really was not that great, and it was just kind of boring and dead. So I don't know, like I still, like, I don't know, I kind of walked home and I was like, well, I guess I did like make rent and more this weekend, but for some reason it just felt weird. I don't know. And all the artists were saying that it was way worse than last year. There was this one person who was doing it for the first time, and they were like, yeah, I was really confused because everybody told me this con is really good. But I was sitting there like, were they overselling it? But then we were like, no, we swear they weren't overselling it. Like, it was really this good last year. And they were like, yeah, that's weird. Even the organizers, literally, even the organizers were like, why is nobody here on Saturday? Like, they were trying to figure out why nobody was there on Saturday, and I was like, yeah, maybe because it was so fucking expensive. Like, there was a shit ton of people on Friday, because Friday was the cheapest day. Friday was like, I think 20-something pounds, compared to 40 on Saturday. So obviously everybody came on Friday, man. Like, it's actually insane. I've never seen that many people on a Friday at a convention. I mean, I appreciate seeing greed get punished, but not at my expense, you know what I mean? I'm glad they got to learn this lesson, if they learned this lesson. God knows if they did. I'm glad they got to they got an opportunity to learn a lesson. Let's word it like that. But why did it have to be at my expense? This year's Hyper Japan wasn't that good. Glad I took PTO for Friday at 28. Looking back, that was great, but the vibe just wasn't the same. Bro, did you go to my table? Did you buy something from me? You went? Everyone was stuck at work on Saturday. So true. We are in a recession after all. But yeah, literally everybody was like very upset. Like all the artists were upset. It really wasn't great. But yeah, basically, it was kind of I don't know. It was okay, I guess. I don't know. Everybody was really sad, is what I'm trying to say. Everybody was genuinely like disappointed, which made me kind of like, okay, I wish I didn't travel all the way for this. You know, the reason why I still went through with Hyper Japan, even though I got the job and I was starting literally on Monday, was because I thought, well, the money was going to be worth it. The money was going to be worth it, and, you know, I really could use it with all the, like, moving expenses. But low-key, and I guess it was worth it. I don't know why I'm complaining, because like I still made rent there. But I don't know how to explain it, but I'm just kind of, I don't know, I got this weird vibe from it. I have no idea how to word it properly, but I got a weird vibe from it. It was just kind of sad. Hi, just 3 people. The wives aren't there? Yeah, I don't know, I guess that's what it is. It was just kind of weird. No idea how to word it properly, but it was weird. But it was nice to like catch up with people. A lot of like artists I know were there, and you know, met some new people. My table neighbors were both really nice. Haven't met them before, they were both new to me, but they were both really nice. Enjoyed talking to them. Also, Hyper Japan tables are so small. Their artist tables are tiny because generally, the tables are like 6-foot tables, I believe, at anime conventions. Like it's like a standard artist table that they usually will rent you. Hyper Japan tables, I think, are like 4 feet. And that's fucked up, okay? None of my shit fits on it. I was practicing at home, on my kitchen table, and I was like, I literally can't bring my postcards because there's no space for their stand. Like, there was actually no space for some of my stuff. Just got back from letting my cats onto the balcony. The con was an owl. Yeah, it was weird because I still made like a decent amount of money, but it was nowhere near as good as last year. Yeah, they basically just got really greedy and made the tickets really expensive, so it was, yeah, it was kind of sad. You know, lots of people were just like walking past and not even looking at stuff. I don't know, it was a bit strange. You know who was there though? My goat, the business card guy. Have I ever told you guys about the business card guy? He's growing on me. You know what? He's growing on me. First time I ever saw him, I thought, man, this guy's weird. But you know what? Now that I've seen him like 5 times at every convention, I'm like, you know what? The business card guy is alright. The business card guy, low-key, is the chillest convention goer ever. So basically it's this dude who's got, the best way I can describe it is he's got artist business card autism. So he literally has a binder with people's business cards. He will come up to you, he will get your business card, and he will put it in his binder. And it's really scary. You know, it was like Pokemon card binders with like separate slots for cards. It's like that, but it's full of Artist Alley business cards. And it's all color coded. So, you know, he will be flipping through it, and it's like a rainbow, like it's all fully color coded. He's got like a pastel section, like pink section, you know, stuff like that. And he remembers if he has your business card. Like he will come up to me and be like, oh, I've already got your card, and I'm like, yep, you do. And then last time, so on Hyper Japan, he gave me my card back. And first of all, it had rounded corners. My card doesn't have rounded corners, okay? That costs extra. And I was like, why does it have rounded corners? And he was like, I rounded it myself. I'm like, he's fucking mogging me with my own business card. He rounded it looked so clean. It looked so nice with the rounded corners. I was like, fuck. He's literally mogging me. He improved my business card. And he was like, can you please sign it for me? So I signed my own business card and I just like gave it back to him, and I was like, this guy's low-key the goat. You know, first time I saw his binder, I thought that's kind of scary. But now I'm like, you know what? He's alright. He's the supporter of the arts. In his own strange way. Yeah, and the girl sitting next to me, she also knows and remembers him. Like, she's like, yeah, I also see him at like every con. He apparently has every single one of her cards because she's been changing her business card design multiple times. Like, she just redesigns it from time to time. He has all of her designs since her first one. And he remembers like all of them, and he's like, oh, you got a new design. Oh, he was like, oh, you're back to the square business card. He literally saw her new card. He was like, oh, you're back to the square design. And she's like, yeah, I am back to the square design. I'm like, what is this guy's problem, man? He's so awesome. I'm literally obsessed with him. Like, he walked away from our tables, and I turned to my table neighbor, and I was like, I think I'm obsessed with this guy. And she was like, me too. Me too. And we were literally talking about him, and we were like, yeah, the business card guy, right? It's actually cute, I know, right? Like, the first time I was like, what is this guy doing? But now I'm like, no, I get it. I get what this guy is doing. I literally get what he's doing. 100%. Which page is your card on? Well, it's all color-coded, so it's probably next to all the yellow ones. I think the first time, he took my card, I actually remember he said something like, oh, that's so interesting, not a lot of people have yellow cards. So I kind of remember thinking, that's a weird comment to make. Like, I was like, what does that mean? I'm like, is he like observing what colors people's cards are? But now I get it. Now I get why he made that comment. It's because he color codes all of them. So he probably does not have as many like yellow cards for real. I thought that was so funny. Like, that was like one of the first things he's ever told me. He was like, yeah, not many people have yellow cards. And I remember thinking, how does he know this? Like, is he running statistics? Yep. He actually is running statistics on the business cards. He's awesome, man. And he will actually, like, if you talk to him, you know, if you engage like in whatever conversation he starts with you, it's really funny, but he will actually talk to you like for a long time. Like, he will stand at your table and he will have like a really long conversation with you, which honestly, at a slow convention, it's kind of chill, man. Like, yeah, I would like to talk to this random dude. I mean, what else am I supposed to fucking do? Get a holographic business card. Yeah, get like a rainbow business card. Confuse him. We're gonna be testing his patience, guys. We're gonna be like getting a very, or like maybe like one of the, you know, can you get a business card in that one mysterious color that only bees can see? You think if I message like a printing company and I'm like, you guys print in the bee color? And they're gonna be like, in the what? You know, the bee color? And they're gonna be like, ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Also, some dude came up. Like, this dude, like, I'd say middle-aged man. They looked like 40 plus. Just randomly came up to my table. And they were like, excuse me, do you know where around here we could have a drink? Do you know where we could, like, if there's like a bar here and we could have a drink there? And I was like, sir, this is an anime convention. First of all, why are you asking me? Second of all, this is an anime convention. Like, what are you talking about? No, there's no bar here. These two like British dudes came and they're like, okay, this is cool, I guess, but where can we have a beer? Make it interesting for him. Have him pull for an SSR business card. So true. I should hide like a holographic card in the pile and be like, I'm gonna be like, you get like £5 per pull. You want me to take advantage of his special interest? That's kind of evil, but I like the way you think. But because I'm also canonically evil, I kind of agree with you. I think we should take advantage of his special interest and make him pull for an ultra rare card. £5 per pull. It's like a little bit like that American Psycho view. It's better than the mosquito guy. I saw this like mosquito guy on Twitter the other day who like he like violently kills mosquitoes by putting them inside a syringe and creating a vacuum and then releasing the vacuum. Which at first I was like, that's already kind of messed up, but like whatever. People don't like mosquitoes, I understand. But then he Oh, he opens up this notebook where he's just got like every day a new dead mosquito like taped to it. And then he puts the mosquito in it, and I was like, okay, that's psychotic, brother. This is the kind of shit that like should be used as evidence against you in court. What do you mean you got like a notebook full of like dead mosquitoes that you collect? That's messed up. Like, you can't justify that even if you're world's biggest mosquito hater. I hate mosquitoes, and I was like, that's too far. Even I was like, that's literally too far. What is this guy doing? What is his problem? That's serial killer behavior, I know! I'll take the business card binder guy over the mosquito binder guy any day, like, actually. The fucking mosquito. Did you see the mosquito guy? It's so scary. It's literally so scary. I understand mosquitoes deserve it. Damn, bro. That's kind of evil. It's actually kind of evil of you to say that. Sorry, I'm just like trying to catch up on like chat messages from before. There may or may not be a British guy in their early 20s to visit your booth in the market exhibit area on Friday, but I just don't like the venue when there's so much traffic. So did you or did you not buy something from me? Me trying to... Are you the business card guy, Frogger? This is a safe space where we're all big fans of you. Because the business card guy did come by on Friday. Maybe Frogger was the business card guy all along. There's like mosquitoes here all year round. Yeah, it's like that. It's like that in Spain as well. They don't have an off season. It's always mosquito season there. Meanwhile here, there's no mosquitoes. Okay, but my new apartment though, I had like a zombie apocalypse moment, like a horror movie moment. Because I guess my window just is kind of facing this empty slot of just like grass there, so it's probably like a lot of bugs there or whatever. So one time at night, I had my lights on, and then I went to the window. I was like, oh, maybe I'll open the window, you know, air the place out before bed. And then I come up to the window, it's like a fucking zombie apocalypse. There's like moths, like on the window, on the glass, just like breathing into it. There's like little like bugs, some kind of like, you know, little winged insect, just like all at my window, like let me in. And I was like, all right, never leaving the lights on. Never experiences what it's like to live not in a city, where the ecosystems are actually thriving and alive, and there is indeed insects here. The only thing we had in London was like spiders, apparently, because nothing can get them. Let them in. It actually looked so scary. They were like all out my window. There was also another really fascinating guy at Hyper Japan. That was like one of my favorite con interactions ever, because I was just like, wow, what a specimen. What a rare specimen, genuinely. So this guy comes up to my table and he looks at my keychain and he sees the Vocaloid keychains and he points at Teto and he goes, whoa, you know this character? Do you make music? And I was like, what? And then he goes, I didn't know people knew this character. I just use her for my songs. And I was like, oh my god, this guy is doing Vocaloid completely isolated. He's making music, he has no idea that they're like popular characters. He's doing it for the intended purposes. He's using Vocaloid how Yamaha originally intended for it to be used back in 2002 when they came up with the damn thing. He has no idea, he's just using it as an instrument. Like, he just downloaded it online. He's like, oh great, I can use this as a voice. And I was like, yeah, there's a huge community around these characters. Because people really like, you know, the songs. And he was like, I had no idea. I just used them as like a vocal replacement. For my music. I had no clue that there was like a community around this, and I was like, no, yeah, it's huge too. I was genuinely like, this is so crazy. I've never met. I know they exist. I know there's like an occasional old person who actually does use Vocaloid as just like an instrument without interacting with the community. Because they're just like interested in it as a tool. But they're like really rare and I've only ever heard about them online. To meet one in the wild was actually insane. I felt blessed. I was like, you are literally a legendary pool, sir. You have no idea how rare of a specimen you are. Maybe I should have kept him in the dark. I should have gate kept, because maybe now he is like in the Vocaloid community or whatever. He's probably making an account so that he can promote himself on Waka Twitter and get into the friend group so that his music becomes more popular as we speak. So I don't know, maybe it's gonna lose its charm. He's gonna start working on the next Mesmerizer or whatever. Maybe I did a mistake. Should have kept him isolated. I don't know. What do you guys think? He's identifying the truest sense. You know what else was even crazier to me? I was like, yeah, he's probably, you know, using like the accessible SynthV AI or whatever. Like, you know, I can kind of see how that could be used in less niche circles. Since it is kind of like, you know, very, very easy to use, very clean, very professional, like, kind of software. So I was like, yeah, I could see that happening. Maybe some boomer guy did download it, like, oh, AI voices or whatever. You know, boomers love everything AI. And then he fucking hits me like a truck with the words, yeah, she's actually, because I said like, oh yeah, she's a Vocaloid. And he fucking goes, oh, she's actually an Utauloid, which is like a free software that I use. And I was like, you use Utau? How did you download Utau and never fucking hear about the character? At that point, I was like, no, he's trolling me, right? Like, he's literally using Utau for the love of the game? I was like, this man might actually be like the only person out there who's like this. Like, there's just like no other person like him, I'm afraid. I was like, this dude is fucking insane. This is funny. I know. I was like, what does this mean? He's like, he might be like a realer fan than me, man. Like, it's actually so crazy. Utau is like such a bad software to use too. He doesn't know there's like an easier, more accessible Teto out there. Like, he has no idea. Oh man, that honestly was like top 10 interactions ever. Well, that was good stuff. Sent to save the file for the first time because we apparently don't value our time here. My supervisor was like, what are your plans for the evening? And I was like, dro. He was like, you're gonna like be seated at your screen for more time? And I was like, yeah, I got a convention coming up that I signed up for before I got this job, so I gotta get on that grind. He was like, okay, good luck. He's like, damn, she really leaves like her computer desk job to like spend more time at her desk and computer. This girl does some art for a living and then she goes and does more art for a living. Oh man. Bro doesn't have access to the internet. Yeah, he got the Wi-Fi once, downloaded Utau with it, and then like never again. Once in a generation Utau user. Science 50, she's actually an Utauloid. He mocked me, man. I was trying to dumb it down for him. You know what I mean? I was trying to, you know, use accessible language and be like, yeah, she's a Vocaloid. I mansplained to him. I kind of mansplained to him. And then he was like, actually... Actually, I know more about this than you could ever imagine. Like, It was just so crazy to me, but he was like, "Whoa," because he was like, "Whoa, I didn't know people knew Scatter. Do you make music?" He just immediately thought that like I must also be like a musical producer immediately, just because I had it. Because he's like, "Yeah, only musical producers know these characters, right?" I stare at my screen to and then wind down by drawing on my iPad. So true, bestie, literally. He is the strongest Vocaloid producer. I hope he doesn't get corrupted by the Vocaloid community. I hope he didn't go looking into it too much. Those people are vicious, low-key. But yeah, I don't know what else happened at Hyper Japan. Like literally nothing else, I think. Like genuinely, like nothing else happened at Hyper Japan, man. Those are like the only two good interactions, I think. It really is so sad. Yeah, I was actually staying with my friend for the weekend because I obviously didn't have an apartment in London anymore to stay in. I was staying with my friend and she lives with her sister. And like, man, they run a fucking tight ship there. I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, I'm grateful that I was allowed to stay with them. But I was also low-key like, I'm so fucking scared. And she was like justifying it by saying that she hasn't had a vacation in a while. And I'm like, you need to go on vacation now. Like at some point she was like, do you want to have, like I was like getting, first of all, she was like, put your suitcase, because I mean I just came. She was like, put your suitcase over there so you can just like take it in the morning and leave. Because my sister said that if you wake her up, she's gonna be really mad. And I was like, I'm not gonna fucking wake her up. Like, what do they think I'm gonna like start walking around and like banging pans together or something? I don't know what they fucking expected. Like, she was like, oh, if you wake me up, I'm gonna be mad at you. And I'm like, I'm just gonna like fucking grab my suitcase and go. I need to be there at 9 AM to fucking set up. I don't have time. I don't have time to wake you up in the morning. And at some point I was like getting ready and my friend was like, do you want to have breakfast? And I was like, yeah, I guess, if it's like really quick. And then she gives me like milk and cereal. And there was, okay, I swear, honest to God, there was very little milk left. I'm talking like, you know, literally like one ball worth of milk. And so I pour all the milk. I pour all the milk because there was only enough milk for like one bowl of cereal. And then she comes up and she like, you know, shakes the empty milk bottle and she's like, wow, so if I wanted to have breakfast, then fuck me, I guess, huh? Like, why did you use all the milk? And I was like, what are you talking about? There was only enough for like one bowl. I was like, look at my bowl. I literally showing her my fucking bowl of cereal and I'm like, look at this. That's all the milk there was. And she was like, that's too much milk. And I was like, I don't know how much milk you have in your cereal, but this is how much milk I fucking have in my cereal. I don't know what to tell you. You should have poured first if you really wanted it that badly. I was really like, what is going on? They fucking hate me in this house? I was like, do they fucking hate me here? Like, what is happening? I was so scared, man. I was scared for my life. And then I got on the bed when we were going to sleep. Like, I was lying in bed, and my friend comes in and she's like, you didn't say anything about my bed. And I was like, what is she talking about? And then I'm like, what do you mean? What am I supposed to say about your bed? And she was like, don't you think it's really comfortable? You're not saying how comfortable my bed is. And I was like, what the fuck? Is that something you're supposed to say? That's something I don't know. About that, you're supposed to go to people's houses and be like, wow, your bed is really comfortable. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to react to this information. And then at some point she was like, by the way, you didn't congratulate me. And I was like, congratulate you on what? And she was like, on Spain winning the World Cup. And she's like half Spanish or whatever. And I was like, bitch, I'm more Spanish than you, okay? And she was like, and then she got like really mad at me for saying that. Oh my god, the World Cup is over, guys. Okay, we can all stop pretending that we care about it now, okay? Okay, guys, we can all stop acting like we gave a shit about the World Cup. Okay, Curly needs help. She's chill. She's chill. She let me stay at her house. I am grateful for that. I had nowhere to stay. And it was pretty short notice too. But I was just like so flabbergasted. Like every new thing she told me, I was like, what? I was like, what? What do you mean I'm supposed to tell you how comfortable your bed is? Is there some kind of like rule book? At some point I was like, just tell me what to say. She kept like saying shit like that and I was like, just tell me what to say. I was literally like, please, next time, just write like a guidebook for your guests. Everybody's life will be easier. Just write a guidebook and be like, here is what you're supposed to say when you're at my house. And I will do it. You know, I'm just tell me what to say. Next time you see her wearing Argentina soccer jersey, I would do it if I gave a fuck about football. I really would, trust me. Trust me, if I gave a fuck about who won or anything like that. Like even my neighbor was like, because I told him that I lived in Spain, he was like, I didn't hear you cheering for your team. And I was like, yes, that is because I was not watching. He was like, I didn't hear you cheering, I didn't hear you celebrating. And I'm like, yeah, there's a very simple explanation for that, actually. You know how I would find out the scores? I would go on YouTube and I would see that like a Vtuber is streaming it, and I would just like hover over their stream. Not even like click on it, just hover over it so that it shows me a preview, and the preview is like 2-1 or whatever, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then I just like click on another video. That's like the only way I knew what the score is like even where. Is your company hiring a gaslighting artist on your team? She might be a great fit. She might be a great fit, man. Low-key. Nah, she's chill. I'm saying all of this with love. I was just so caught off guard by it. It was really funny. How about that VTuber that cursed every team she cheered for? That was funny. That was actually like the only fun thing that came out of the World Cup, but she literally fucking got harassed, which I thought was really annoying. Like, leave her alone. Sport fans are so superstitious, unfortunately. So yeah, they were like genuinely coming after her, and I'm like, you fucking leave her alone. That was like the only positive, like, fun thing that came out of the World Cup, and everybody was like, oh my god, she's cursing my team. She's ruining my team's entire career. And I'm, dude, no, she's not. Like, it's all just chance. Relax, leave her alone. Get a job! God knows she has. She's literally like a nurse doing 12-hour shifts or something like that. What are you fucking doing? Why are you harassing her on the internet? Leave her alone! Me at the final? You were watching my Argentinian friend suffering? Or any talking stream? I know! Football is not that serious. It is to some people, man. Hello, Aaron. How are you doing? Reminds me of why you should not be roommates with friends, because you will end up hating each other. That's literally what happened with me when I was roommates with my, like, best friend from high school, basically. We're not friends anymore, period. not even like a little bit friends. We're just like not friends, period. Essie wasn't the curse, it was Miku. You're literally right, because Essie's, like, quote-unquote curse wasn't even working by the end. Like, it literally wasn't her. It was Hatsune Miku all along. But people can't... But the thing is, Hatsune Miku is not real, so they can't get the satisfaction of sending death threats to her. So they have to harass... So they have to harass a real woman instead. You know, the only way they can get any kind of satisfaction is if they harass a real woman. That's all people can do, really, to have fun these days anymore, harassing women. So that's what they went ahead and did. Good for them. But yeah, basically, like, I don't know if I would. I also like bought my friend and her sister like a box of chocolates to like thank them for letting me stay with them. But you know, I've been kind of running on not that much money, so I got them like this box of chocolates that was I don't know this brand. I got this like brand of chocolates I've never heard of. And you know, it was like nice kind of you know, like chocolate selection boxes, like, you know, typical gift boxes. I got one of those, but from a brand I've never heard of in my life. And it was like £9, which I don't know, I don't really buy those very often, but I'm pretty sure they usually cost you more than £9. So I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be rubbish chocolate. I'm really worried, but if it is gonna be rubbish chocolate, they're also gonna later be like, why do you give us rubbish chocolate? They're probably eating it right now, and they're like, why would she get us this really rubbish chocolate, man? But whatever, I did my best. Okay, there was a shop! There's a shop in my new neighborhood that just sells that chocolate brand, and I've never heard of it, but I was like, I want to support local businesses. I'm trying to support all the local businesses in my area so that they don't turn into vape shops. It really is that simple. The only way to keep the neighborhood running is supporting the local businesses. So I was like, yeah, I'll buy your £9 box of chocolate that I've never heard of in my life. Just please don't turn into a vape shop. Please, 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 please don't turn into a vape shop. I'm begging you. Not the chocolate selection box. I like chocolate selection boxes. I literally like chocolate I fucking wish people gifted me chocolate selection boxes more often. I never get them as gifts. And people like I don't know, like, I feel like you don't buy them for yourself. I feel like a chocolate selection box is not something you would buy for yourself. It feels wrong to buy it for me and then just eat it at home by myself. Maybe it's like a problem that I completely made up in my own head. But I don't know. I enjoy trying the different chocolates and being like, oh, this one is really nice. Oh, this one is not as nice. Oh, this one is even nicer than the first one, you know what I mean? I enjoy the variety. I enjoy trying the different chocolates. I wish people gave them to me more often. I think milk chocolate is the best choice to give someone. It's the most basic chocolate. Nuh-uh. Some people like dark chocolate, man. And then they get offended if you give them milk chocolate. So if anybody's ever like, what should I give Lara? You should give me a box of chocolates. Like one of those not the £9 one. Well, you never know. Maybe a £9 chocolate box is a hidden gem. I haven't really heard anything back about the chocolates, so either they haven't had them or they had them and they hated them. I don't really know. I don't really know what the status is. You guys think I picked the right Iron Mouse design? The reason why I haven't done a keychain of her until this point is because I couldn't decide which design to do because she has so many. In the end, the way I decided is I closed my eyes and I was like, when I think Iron Mouse, what do I imagine? And that didn't work because I kind of imagined like all of them at the same time. So then I just went on Google Images and I just picked one. And that is how but I was like, yeah, I recognize that one. It seems pretty iconic, and that is how I decided. I hope this helps. If anybody is also thinking of doing Iron Mouse merch and you're like, I don't know which one to do, it's very easy actually. Try picturing her in your head, and when that fails, just go on Google Images and pick a random one. What's ruby chocolate? Having a whole chocolate selection box for myself is like eating a whole tub of ice cream. Well, you don't have to eat the whole thing in one go. You can just have like a couple a day. I think it isn't as similar to a tub of ice cream in a sense of like, it feels like something that you should not be like eating by yourself, you know? Yeah, that's Iron Mouse. I'm like really reducing the details though, because once again, the details in the VTuber designs are going to be the death of me. Green Pandas is officially the only one who's allowed to have details, I'm afraid. Everybody else needs to go home. Nobody else is allowed any details. I know it's a hot topic recently. I saw like 3 Iron Mouses and they were like three different designs for his shirt. She has Hot Topic t-shirts. That's not like with V Shoujo or something, is it? It feels like something that V Shoujo had organized ages ago and they still got stock of it or whatever. It doesn't feel like so. I don't know, I've never heard of it, but maybe she does have Hot Topic clothes. I have no idea. If that's something that Hot Topic does now, they got VTubers now? That's kind of crazy. Every time I hear about Hot Topic, I'm surprised that they're still alive, but good for them. I am nobody to judge a business for surviving and adapting to trends. It's like a very rare occasion where I'm like, this drawing looks good unshaded. I don't know, it even looks good with just the black outline, which is also like really rare for me. Kinda cooked with this one, not gonna lie. This is gonna be a cute ass keychain. Hot Topic will carry anyone that has big enough cult following. Okay, they should contact me then, bruh. Where's my Hot Topic t-shirt? You got Calliope Mori stuff too? That one I kind of understand, no. I mean, she's got like corporate backing and she's like one of the biggest ones at the company. I think pretty much ever since like Gura left, she's basically like the biggest, the face of EN now. I'm going to make some Lyra merch for them to sell. Amazing. You're just gonna leave it on the shelves. Just come in, leave the Lyra merch on the shelves quietly, and then people will start trying to buy it, and the Hot Topic employees are gonna be really confused. They're gonna be like, there's no barcode on this. Ruby chocolate is a type of chocolate that's naturally pinkish. No, it's not. First of all, there's nothing natural about chocolate. Ruby chocolate. That sounds like it's white chocolate with something mixed in. It's a variety of chocolate that's pink in color? No, it's not. No, it's not. I think they're lying. I'm sorry, maybe I'm a hater, but I'm like 99% sure that's a fucking lie. It's probably like how white chocolate is not actually really chocolate. It's probably something like that. They're probably like, yeah, this is just like a variety of cocoa that's like naturally pink or whatever. Yeah, I don't fucking think so. The only... actually, it kind of does look real. Nah, they're lying to us. Guys, the government is lying to us. There's no such thing as ruby chocolate. Do not fall for this marketing scheme, okay? It's just white chocolate with a bit of pink dye. Okay, guys, don't fall for this. Dark friend t-shirt includes a free knife. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. I'm hiring you as the marketing person. They're shocked I wasn't lying. You're not lying, but who? Because you're just a victim. You're just a naive consumer who believes them. So you're technically not lying. You're just accidentally spreading misinformation. But you are being lied to. The government is lying to you about this whole ruby chocolate thing. Lara's in her science denial phase. There's no pink, naturally pink chocolate, okay? They either bred that shit, or it's just not real, okay? I'm not falling for this. I'm not falling for this. I'm thinking of having some Lara merch for the expo. But I don't know. I don't know how much of it to make. Probably like 2 keychains should be fine. I don't know. I'm thinking of maybe like doing like a Lara 3.0 keychain for the expo. Because I'm really sad that I can't really like sell merch of me online. It's just too complicated. But I would really like to do something for Veva. Since we're gonna have the standee, you know what I mean? We gotta have some merch to support the standee. 500 Duckfriend keychains. People do actually buy Duckfriend stuff at my normal conventions. I do occasionally sell a Duckfriend like keychain or sticker or notebook. Like I sold a couple of the notebooks as well, but I had leftover. But I don't know. People like Duckfriend because he's just cute, I guess. But they wouldn't know who I am. Put them on the ACG goods store. That's not a bad idea, honestly. That's not a bad idea. But I'm kind of like, I'm only gonna get like a little bit of that money. It does look like some companies are coming after ACG goods and like taking down copyrighted stuff. Because ACG goods seems to be like pushing original designs a little bit more now because I think they're getting into trouble. See guys, I told you, we gotta use it before it goes out of business. It was too good to be true that we can get a service like that without anything going wrong. But turns out as always, the real villain was like big corporations. Apparently Dispatch is like basically came after them and they're like, we have to remove like all Dispatch merch from the store because from people's stores because the Dispatch people are not happy. And I don't know why, but my first thought was it's always superhero media at the scene of the crime. It's literally always superhero media at the scene of the crime every single time. With Lava Kitchen of your 3.0 design? You're gonna have to come to Birmingham. It's like 3.0. People are like at the talking to the monkey's paw. I wish there was Lara 3.0 keychains. The monkey paw uncurls. It's like there's Lara 3.0 merch, but it's in Birmingham. It sounded like a friend. If I have to go, you have to go, okay? If I have to suffer in Birmingham, then everybody has to suffer in Birmingham, alright? Sadness, sir. You have to fight for you have to win a knife fight if you want Lara 3.0 merch. There's gonna be a knife fight tournament and the winner gets Lara 3.0 merch. Man, I remember when I was in London, a friend of mine who lives like in a similar, she's not like in my neighborhood, but she's kind of close. And she was like, Lara, did you read the news? Somebody got stabbed like in this location that's like kind of between both of our areas. And I was like, don't fucking tell me that. This is why I don't read the news. Like, why would you tell me this? She was like, you should read the newsletter. And I'm like, no. I don't know. Somebody was stabbed in a neighborhood that I thought was safe. Like, I thought we lived in a good neighborhood. What do you mean somebody got stabbed? Stop. This is just not fair. The Phantom and the Shadow are probably the main superheroes though. Why? Because they're so fucking old and nobody cares about them? Literally never heard about the guys. Don't try to gaslight me. I'm not making merch of superheroes. We have to win a gacha to get 3.0 merch. So true. Slots 100. Lara 3.0 merch in the middle of a field in Birmingham. It's literally like you'd be like walking down the street, and there's like this box. there's like this suspiciously placed box, and there's like a Lara. There's like a Lara 3.0 keychain there. It's like some of you would fall for this. Some of your people would fall for this. There's just a sign by a dark alley that says like this giant neon sign. It's just like Lara merch. Yes, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. The gacha is if you make it to the hospital before bleeding out. It's literally fine. Lots of people survive getting stabbed. Don't be such a baby. Be a man! We only live once. Exactly. That's the kind of attitude I want to hear. This is why I miss living in Kensington, London. Relatively safe. I don't need to fear a random encounter. I just never went out in London, especially like after dark. I like literally like I at maybe like past 8 p.m. you would not catch me on the streets of London. You know, unless I'm with like a million people. But on average, you would not fucking catch me on the streets of London in the evening. That shit is not happening. The merch of the Shadow would really sell well in Africa. Okay, well, I'm not in Africa. Why are you telling me this, man? You can't you literally, do you hear yourself? You cannot fucking be like, this merch would, Lara, hear me out, Lara. This really niche merch would really sell in Africa. You cannot possibly be saying this to people, man. The free Lara merch is only available after 8 p.m. Yeah, and when all the foxes come out, the foxes are actually the couriers. The foxes deliver the Lara 3.0 merch. That's how it works. Maybe I will indulge in more merch depending on if I go to uni or become unemployed. I don't know yet. Yeah. Maybe hold on to your money for now. If nobody, literally like if nobody is even buying keychains in general at conventions, like at Hyper Japan, we're in a fucking recession, man. Should I really risk it making Lara 3.0 merch? I guess if I make it for ACG goods, it's kind of chill because I'm not really risking anything. Apart from the time I spend drawing it, but that's kind of whatever. Slots, lanes, lanes employment. Okay. That's not better. You're slotting her employment. Oh my god. Lane, close your eyes. Oh my fucking god. Slots Lara 3.0 merch? Oh my god, we're not getting either. I fear we're not getting either, guys. Free Lira merch at the cost of a visa and expensive airplane ticket. Who the fuck said free? You think just because you flew all the way to Birmingham, it's gonna be free? I don't fucking think so. Oh, you think that little trap that I set up for you, at least you get the merch for free? Nah. Do we get viewer discounts? No. But you think you're special or something? Yeah, but you think just because you're like one of like 10 people, you're like special or something? There are no cult discounts. Do you guys want to financially support me or what? You guys are like, oh, she got a real job now, she'll be fine? It's a very toxic attitude to have, okay? I still gotta survive until the first salary. I hope that this year's Hyper Japan is the only flop. The only thing I like was the indie gaming showcase. There was an indie gaming showcase? What did they showcase? I didn't even know there was an indie gaming showcase. What did they have there? We are playing an indie game this Friday, guys. We're checking out Hellmaiden. I'm really excited for it. It's by the creators of Little Goody Two Shoes. I've been waiting for it for a very long time. And I was very surprised when they were like, here is the game. So I was like, oh, sick. And then I didn't realize that the catch was that it's in early access, but I also don't know what exactly I expected there. But yeah, either way, we're gonna check out the early access, like that's chill. Yeah, I wanted to play something a bit more, you know, simplistic and probably not as like, you know, long. Because I think it's probably like a couple streams game, if not even like one streams game, because it's like a roguelike, I'm pretty sure. It looked, I'm not entirely sure because I've been trying not to get too spoiled on it. I haven't even listened to the opening yet. People keep sending me the opening and I'm like, stay strong, whatever. Stay strong, you got the game. Just stay strong, you will hear the opening in the game. But yeah, it looks to me like Hades and Vampire Survivors, but also Yuri. It's like Slay the Spire, Hades, Vampire Survivors, Yuri. Which is like literally fucking awesome. Like, yeah, I would like to play this. Little Goody Two Shoes was... Well, I'm assuming it's Yuri because Little Goody Two Shoes and Pocket Mirror were Yuri, so... They probably know what they're doing. I don't know who you are, but I have to agree, and I hope people stop financially supporting you and you get a real job. Fuck you, I got a real job, bitch. Try again. Read the title! It has Phoebe in it? Yeah, it has Phoebe in it again. Their last game also has Phoebe in it. I think Phoebe has 2 roles in this one as well, which is kind of crazy. They're multiplying the Phoebe roles. But yeah, I'm really excited to check it out. It looks good. I was a bit sad to find out that it's in early access. I need to like stop buying games really, you know, without really like looking into it. Because I was like, yes, Hellmaiden is out. And then I was like, oh, it's after I pressed the purchase button. I read the game is currently in early access. I think it only has like 1 or 2 like locations or something like that. Like it's not done. Another indie game I'm super looking forward to is I think it's called Grave Seasons. It's like a Stardew Valley horror game. And people keep being assholes and they're like, oh my god, Stardew Valley horror game. People keep like doing stupid shit and I'm like, you fucking leave this game alone. It looks awesome and all the characters look gender as fuck. Like, I'm sorry, but I will be playing. I don't care what anybody says, I will be playing. Why isn't this filling? Okay. You just have to buy it again? Buy what again? The customer going to shoes also carried over to Helmater? Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand. They probably want to keep working with the people they've been working with if they did a good job. Are you confused about Graveseed? It literally looks awesome, man. I'm really excited for it. I don't care what people are saying. I remember seeing this post that was like vague posting about it. And they were like, oh my god, like the indie game scene is so like stupid. Like one of the new games coming out is like a horror Stardew Valley. And I'm like, shut up. Horror Stardew Valley is literally awesome. Okay, it's a normal Stardew Valley that you should fear. The horror Stardew Valley is literally chill. The real Stardew Valley is more horror than the actual horror Stardew Valley, if you ask me. That's just my opinion, I'm sorry. I wonder if I'm like supposed to say less opinions on video games now that I've got a video game job. Do you guys think that's a thing? People are always, I don't know, I always see people being like, oh my god, you need to not like share negative opinions about anything ever if you're trying to get into an industry, because people will see your like digital footprint or whatever, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, this person hated on this animated movie, but I worked on this animated movie some years ago, so I won't hire them now or whatever. But I'm kind of like, man, I say this very rarely, but what is this, 1984? They can't control your opinions. They can't, but they also, like, everybody is a biased human being. Like, the problem is people are biased as fuck. I just don't think I should be talking shit about the game that I'm working on. But I physically can. That game is fucking awesome. It's like the most like slash positive, by the way. But it's like the most ridiculous project I've ever heard of. I'm like, man, this is fucking awesome. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were like, "Do they like pay you to like advertise the game now? Why are you shilling it?" And I'm like, "I'm shilling it because it's fucking awesome, man. You leave this game alone, okay?" Nobody even tried to talk to me about this. Like, I will die on this hill. Like, it's literally so fucking funny that something like this exists and people get to make it. And they have like a crazy budget to be making it. Like, it's literally so awesome, dude. So it's okay. At least we're safe in that regard. I will never talk shit about my goat. My goat that gave me employment. You will never hear me talk shit about them. I'm sure they just have a chip on their shoulder. Maybe. I know Chris Stuckman got crap for deciding to only review movies he likes when he started making a movie. I don't know who that is, but I believe you. I didn't even know who Christopher Nolan was. I did get educated, so please nobody start like mansplaining it to me. But I was like, because everybody was like, oh my god, new Christopher Nolan movie, new Christopher Nolan, and I was like, I don't know who that is. At this point, I'm too afraid to ask. The movie was pretty good. It was better than I expected it would be. The Odyssey. I was kind of like, yeah, I'll watch it with a friend because she wants to see it. But actually, it ended up being pretty good. I thought it was gonna be a little bit like, oh, they just got like every actor ever, and that's how they're gonna get you to watch it. And it did have like every actor ever, but it was a pretty decent movie actually. It was quite spooky at times, like it had a lot of like kind of creepy moments, which I did enjoy a lot. I just wish the monsters were sexier. Is that a bad thing to say? Oh man, oh Laura. Oh my god, I don't have to know every fucking man, okay? I was about to say, I don't have to know every like white dude, but I'm not sure if he's white. Christopher Nolan. Yeah, he's white. I don't have to know every white dude, okay, guys? Literally leave me alone. I'm sorry, I don't know. Like, I know the movies. Like, I've heard about the movies. I just didn't know they were all made by like the same guy or whatever. Like, I know the movies. I know The Dark Knight and Interstellar and Inception or whatever. And Memento. And Oppenheimer. I just didn't know they were all made by like the same guy. It's literally not that deep. The only director you should care about is David Cage. The only guy you should ever care about is David Cage, okay? He's the only one making real art, alright? He's the only one. The last real director. He is the last real director. When is he gonna collab with Kojima, man? We need the Kojima X David Cage game. We literally need it. I want it on my desk tomorrow morning, guys. I literally think that would be legendary. Hi, Pazuzu. I thought you hated Kojima? Yeah. Exactly, man. What, do you think I unironically like David Cage? Ah, man. When bait is so good, they can't tell that it's bait. I was gonna say something else. No, I was just thinking about the other day when I was watching, Aurelius play The Last of Us, and I was like, Nightmare Blunt rotation, David Cage, Kojima, and, it escaped me. Who's my third guy from a Nightmare Blunt? And Neil Druckmann, that's it. Neil Druckmann, Kojima, and David Cage. Perfect Nightmare Blunt rotation. If those three collab, if they put their minds together, we might be getting the best worst game. Lara working at Quantic. Yeah, it's my contractual obligation to be shilling David Cage games. Only pre-order David Cage games. Only pre-order David Cage games. Aurelius mentioned. If you're wondering why the Lara stream on Saturday is starting at 10 fucking PM, it's because I'm watching Aurelius play The Last of Us. I'm sorry, I have things to do. I'm very busy on Saturday. I can't stream at my usual time. It would be the most depressing, most indulgent game of all time. Like, it would actually be so great. It might be so bad, it will somehow kind of turn around and get good. The commitment is crazy. I'm very committed to The Last of Us, of course. It's only the greatest game ever written. I don't know, at what point do you think it's appropriate to start bringing up The Last of Us at my workplace? How do I break the ice? How do I be like, so, The Last of Us? Maybe I should just install it on my work computer? They have lots of memories, they'll be fine. And then just like get out a controller and just start like aura farming at the office. Put it on both monitors? Dude, I'm cooking. Just start like aura farming at them and they're gonna fire me. They're gonna be like, Lara, why are you playing The Last of Us on company time? What are you doing? I'm gonna come into the office like really early so that I can like start my day by playing The Last of Us. Of part 1 on the 1 month and part 2 on the other yes! This is it, dude. This is it. We just gotta do that. That's exactly what I gotta do. That would be so fucking funny. installed on every computer. I don't know people's passwords. I would if I could. You think I should put it on the shared drive? that's actually how you get fired, probably. Putting a 100 gigabyte game on like the shared drive at the office. But what are you doing? Research? I'm researching the market. I'm researching the market, I tell them. Hype your randomness fan. Welcome. Befriend the IT guy. Maybe I should like pretend like my computer is broken to lure him into my desk and be like, hey, so you ever heard of this game, The Last One? Like he's trying to figure out what's wrong with my computer because I pulled a bunch of cables out of it on purpose. And I'm like, so you ever heard of this game called The Last One? You know, I tried aura farming the other day and it completely failed. I'm actually extremely embarrassed about my recent aura farming attempt. Please do not laugh at me. I have like 2 embarrassing stories, but this is the first one I'm gonna tell you, okay? Be lucky, alright? You should feel ever so lucky to get 2 embarrassing stories about me, because normally everything I tell you about my life is literally fucking awesome. Never forget that. So, a friend of mine was staying over, and I was like getting ready in the morning, and I was like, I'm gonna play my epic playlist. So I started playing my epic playlist, and I got this like awesome metal music on it. You know, I do believe I have superior taste, but it's on shuffle, right? So you don't know what's gonna come up next. But my playlist is also extremely chaotic. I really just got anything on there. So this like metal song stops playing, and then it switches to the next song. The next song fucking goes, And I ran to my laptop, and I'm like, skip! Oh man. Aura farming fucking failed. Unless aura farming succeeded. I don't think my friend was paying attention to my playlist, to be completely honest with you. The only one who cared was me. Why you got big time rush on your playlist, Lara? Oh god, it was really embarrassing. You take inspo from this game? Yeah, even though they're like nothing I like. Should have owned it? I think so too, like in retrospect, I also think that I should have owned it and should have just been like, yeah, I'm a fan of Big Time Rush. Yeah, I have all their albums or whatever, you know? I should have just aura farmed more. I should have doubled down. The real aura farming is not caring. I know, but it's so hard. Maybe that's why I will never achieve real aura farming. My second embarrassing story is that I was walking to work from the station. And like yesterday, and I fell down so bad. First of all, I tripped on nothing. You know how you sometimes will trip on nothing? Like there was nothing you can even blame it on. Like there was nothing in my way, and I just tripped. And I tried saving the fall by like, you know, kind of stepping, but it somehow made me fall worse. So I ended up getting more hurt. And and I was already really embarrassed, and this random girl who was like walking in front of me like was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm okay, thanks. But then like a little bit later, I saw the HR guy from my company like overtake me. And I don't know how long ago, you know, he was walking behind me. So I'm like, did the HR guy fucking see me like fall really badly on the street? I got a lore accurate Lara band-aid, guys. I literally got a lore accurate Lara band-aid. You know how I've got a band-aid on my design? It's on the same knee too. This is literally what my knee looks like right now. Don't say that I don't do anything for you guys. Everything I do is for your entertainment, okay? For your immersion. Never blame me for anything. This is all for your immersion. Aura lost. I low-key, his aura is lost, because if he really did see me fall, and he didn't like say anything, and he didn't like ask me if I was okay. I think that's more oral loss on his side. HR is supposed to be there for you. She fell on purpose. Yeah, I fell on purpose to be more lore accurate, actually. Exactly, that's exactly what happened. I'm low-key in my girl failure moment. I know this is my first week at the job. I know this is literally my first week at the job, but oh my back. Oh my back? Oh my back? Did I just say that? What does that even mean? Oh my back? I'm getting old, my back hurts. No, I don't know why I said that. Oh my god. I've been having like a girl failure moment after girl failure moment. First of all, I'm useless with directions. You know how I started with all the cool stories where I was like, yeah, the office is literally awesome, I'm living the dream. Well, now I feel more comfortable being a bit more honest with you guys. I keep getting lost at the office, first of all, because it's so fucking big and the whole thing looks like insane, like I'm inside a video game. I feel like I'm walking around in fucking Resident Evil, man. And literally he was off the clock. No. Hi, Apple, thank you. So I keep getting lost in the office because I don't know where to go. There's like 1,000 elevators and they all lead to different places. So I took a different elevator that I usually take, but I took like on the day before up to my floor, and it landed me on some strange place. I didn't know where it was, so I was just like aimlessly walking around trying to understand where like my desk was. And I felt so embarrassed because people kept like turning around and seeing me like wandering around. And on my first day when I was leaving, I couldn't find the exit, like I couldn't find any of the elevators. There's like 5 elevators there, I couldn't find a single one of them. And I just run into some random dude who was just walking down the corridor, and I was like, can I please ask you where the exit is? And he showed me where the elevator was, and I was so embarrassed, man. I was so learning high about the backrooms. Okay, but it is actually low-key the backrooms, and I know the backrooms are like office buildings pretty much. But actually, that's how it felt. I was super embarrassed. I was like, oh my god. You memorize it eventually? I really hope I will memorize it eventually because And they keep showing me more elevators. They were like, yeah, here is a new elevator, by the way. And then I was like, does this elevator lead there? And they were like, nope. And I'm like, where does this elevator lead? There's like secret... They were like, we're gonna show you a shortcut to the bathroom. And I was like, please don't show me the shortcut to the bathroom. I will not find my way back. The first time I went to the bathroom, I was so fucking scared that I was just never gonna come back from the bathroom. I only know where one bathroom now. I've memorized where only the bathroom on my floor is. So if I ever need the bathroom on a different floor, I literally just wouldn't know where to go. I only memorized where one bathroom was, so if I ever need to go to the bathroom, I'm just gonna use that one bathroom. I don't even care, man. Like, it's not my problem. Everything else is not my problem. I will just use that one bathroom. Corporate maze. It is low-key a corporate maze. It's like literally the backrooms. It's kind of crazy. They're making a cheap Backrooms movie to cash in on the movie's success. Backrooms was already a cheap movie. I'm not saying that as to insult it. It just was like relatively cheap as far as Hollywood movies go. Backrooms is meant to be cheap, man. It was made by like this teenager in Blender. I'm heading off to bed. My shift started at 6. Good night, everyone. I low-key also gotta wake up really early. Maybe I should go to bed too in a bit. I will. I mean, I finished my drawing, but have a good night, Alexa. Thank you so much for stopping by. Must be a giant building. It is a big building. It is a big building. Do we have a map or something? There's gotta be some kind of emergency evacuation map, right, guys? There's gotta be something like that. There's gotta be something. Yeah, I also, well, I didn't have lunch on my first day, obviously, because I was just coming home from Hyper Japan. But on the second, like Monday evening, I actually prepared myself dinner, and I specifically had leftovers. But I was like, I'm gonna have this for lunch tomorrow. I'm gonna aura farm, show off my cooking skills. I'm gonna be like, yup, I cooked my own lunch. I forgot it at home, guys. I fucking left the lunch at home. I was just having girl failure moment after girl failure. I'm just trying to aura farm of a new job. Is that asking too much? And I keep asking stupid questions because I've never been in a place where they actually give you so much freedom. So I keep being like, can I do this? Can I do that? I was like, can I put my ID card into like a cute cover? Because one of my friends gifted me a really cute ID card holder. Because she was like, maybe your new job will have like, you know, was like cards that you gotta tap, and it does to enter the building. So I was like, am I allowed to put it into a cute ID card holder? Like, I feel that's such a stupid question, but I keep asking all these questions. So I'm just like, yeah. We're at negative or at this point. Just you wait. It's only my first week. Next week, my coworkers are gonna be like, wow, this Lara girl is so well put together. She hasn't fallen off the stairs a single time yet. She keeps bringing her lunch and it looks amazing. It's a good thing there's like actually just so much food at the office. So like even if you forget your lunch, you can literally just like make yourself a sandwich there. But it's still kind of like, I want to aura farm, you know what I mean? I got an aura farm! It's good to make sure though. Yeah, I agree, but it's still kind of like... They were also like, we need you to upload like a photo of yourself, you know, for like profile pictures. And I was like, okay, yeah, I could do that. And then I looked through my camera roll, and all of my photos are with someone else, like with other people. I don't have like any nice individual photos of me, and I was telling that to my coworker. I was like, all of my pictures are like with other people. And she was like, no, what about your graduation photo? And I was like, it's literally with my parents. I don't have any photos of just me. The only photo I could find that was just me, that was like nice, okay, this is still really funny by the way, here is how I would describe it. It's literally me. It's literally me standing there with like a very like smug smile like this. Okay? And I'm pointing. I'm pointing like this at a thing. And the thing in question is this like Greek statue where it's just like a dude's ass like this. And I'm standing there like, look up. That's like the only. I look so good on that photo too. I look so fucking good on that photo too. I was like, no. I was like, should I submit this as my photo? It's like the only picture I have where I'm not with other people. Just crop the photo with you and Rain. I was literally thinking about that. Like all of the photos I have are like with other people, but I felt bad like oh wait, you know what? I just realized I thought that you guys could see me drawing it, but you actually couldn't see me drawing it because I switched screens. Wait, I'll draw it for you again. It just hit me when I switched from my drawing screen. Okay, I'll draw it for you again. Because I'm kind. I have kindness in my heart. It's me standing like this, and I'm like pointing like this. And there's just like a dude's like ass there. Like it's like a Greek statue of like two dudes fighting or something like that, but it looks kind of like erotic, like all Greek statues do. And I'm literally standing there like this. There you go. Sorry, I forgot I wasn't like demonstrating actually. But here you go. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Wait, this actually looks really wrong. Oh, wait, this isn't the right screen. Wait, that does not look. No, wait, this is the wrong screen again. Fuck! I I gained so much aura by landing my dream job, but then I like lost all the aura again. I literally like, it's like, it really is kind of like balance of the universe, you know? I'm losing all of my personal aura. Now that I've got like a shit ton of career aura. All of my aura points went into career. And now all of my personal aura is just like, okay, Laura, go to bed. Maybe I should. It's been a long day. This is what happened. Maybe there is effects. Maybe there is negative effects to working 9 to 5 and then like also trying to stream. Maybe people were like not kidding about it. Maybe people weren't kidding. Maybe this is actually real. Anyways, guys, I've embarrassed myself enough tonight. The girl failure vibes are off the charts tonight. I have to do something about this. I'm gonna have to just be really good at video games this weekend. I think that's all I can do, really. You're about to poke it? Oh yeah, it kind of does look like that, actually. It's just such a bad, like, demonstration. Like, the drawing itself was so incredibly incriminating out of context. Like, it was so incriminating out of context. Why did I do that? Anyways. Thank you guys for coming to today's stream. I will see you on Friday for Hell Maiden, new indie game. Checking it out. And on Saturday at a bit later than usually, like 2 hours later than usually we're starting on Saturday. I will be playing more Pragmata. I'm never gonna finish it, probably not, because I'm not gonna stream for that long, I don't think, but we will see how it is. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Have a good night, everybody. I will see you Friday. Bye bye.